I'm disturbed by the dog.
Sorry. Tori, come here.
To jump, c'est fuck it, I go.
She's like, fucking on.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Pack Mentality Podcast, Outdoors edition today. So with me we have KK here and a special guest Farid, our hybrid superstar. Just competed in Delhi a couple of weeks ago. It was all our first time competing doubles pro. How did you guys feel it changed this race, the preparation?
I usually race in mixed double. Given the weight is the same, I would expect women's double to be pretty much the same, maybe a little bit more work because the split will be more even between two ladies while trying to keep up that same running pace. Training as we would for a mixed double, even though the weights are the same, to do that little bit more, to split a 50-50 between two women is that much more taxing on my body than I thought it would. Our goal, trying to hit under 110, we didn't actually quite hit that goal. We got just a little bit over with 111. We were still happy about it because it's the first time we raced together. So we were still happy regardless, but now that we know what to expect, we know how to train better.
How about you, Farid?
During the race, I didn't feel that much difference compared to open weight. During the preparation, I was always thinking about it. So I really expect it to be super hard. I think the big difference, you have to accept that it's going to get slower. In terms of preparation, definitely had to use more heavy weight in terms of sled, kettlebell.
Open, some stations are easy. And pro, there's not much easy stations. Like Farmer's Carry, you would consider it an easy station. I think pro is not an easy station. It's short. You come out of it more compromised. Like doubles, I'm really not scared when it's open for wobbles. For pro, I was a bit scared of wobbles. Like you can't go 30, 40 reps. You have to do 10, 15.
Many stations are heavier, but if you accept beforehand that it's going to be a bit slower, that you have to pace yourself, you don't panic, then it goes okay.
I think it also impacts how I manage my pace. In open weights, I know what to expect, so I can pretty much go threshold the whole time and be on the edge, and I know it's gonna be fine. Actually, Farmer's Carry, lunges, and wobble, I saved a little bit. So I think our running was definitely a bit slower because of
conservative.
that.
I think mine felt different from that though, because I know what to expect because I've been in this weight group for so long, doing mixed double. I just needed to expect to do more than I normally did.
Yeah.
Which I did expect it. I just need to feel it for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But then what I didn't expect is how much that took for me to recover on the run. It was a little bit slower than what we expected because of how much it took to either start the pull or the push or to end the pull to push.
Now you know how we feel, huh?
When you have the preparation, you have the station, pro weight is one thing. Running is another thing. But together, doing the run with a pro, this you discover it at the race. And the compromise run or the compromise station after a run, that's the big discovery you have the first time. And actually my very, very first push, I got stuck, didn't move. And I slipped and I said, oh man, I didn't panic and we moved and we went with the flow and it went okay.
So for people who've done open a certain amount of time, at what point do you think okay, it's a good idea to transition to pro weights?
I think a lot of people don't emphasize enough how important it is to strength train. They think that just doing the movements heavier over and over again is good enough. Yeah, sure, it's good enough to do the race, but it will not get you to the next level. To get you to the next level, you have to be stronger. To be stronger, you have to lift. Your most basic ones, your squats, your deadlifts, your lunges, your Bulgarians.
Bench press.
Your pull-ups, your bench presses, whatever, yeah. So it doesn't really matter how basic or how simple it is. You need to get stronger by lifting more.
To have the full ability for a race, lifting more for sure, running for sure. I think the undervalued need to do is compromise running, because if you just train by breaking down all those components and never put it together, you'll have a bad surprise during the race. So this is what we faced in the past 6 months with Underdog, paid back big dividend during the race.
You went to Delhi clearly to qualify for World Championship, so to win essentially. So you only qualify if you get first place. So for me, it made a big difference. How did it change your guys' approach in terms of during the race, mentally, any effect on you?
I think personally, normally when I race in mixed double, we just want to get a really good time for ourselves, especially at World Champ, right? So actually, people who run around you don't really affect you that much because it's all about you versus yourself. You want to get a better time than what you did last time. If today I'm going for the first slot and the first slot only, I think that was so much more pressure, especially in a new category with two women, even though same weight. trying to get the first slot, not really knowing who you're up against is a lot more pressure before. During, for our race specifically, we actually had another pair of really strong ladies right behind us. I think we were about just maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds apart, up to a minute, plus or minus the whole time. That was a lot of pressure to perform well, and there was not much space for me to feel like, oh, maybe I'll take a rest here. You have to be at your 120% the whole time, because I cannot lose this first spot that I flew all the way to get.
Actually, we followed your race before Hugo and myself ran, so I felt more pressure and tension following your race. That's true, honestly. So when I arrived, to be honest, I didn't feel much pressure because we had a good game plan. We had done a race a few months before in Bangkok, so we know each other well, we can communicate well. So I was pretty confident. When we started the race, very quickly we were leading. We didn't see much opposition. Okay, we had a bit pressure because we knew it was that window to catch a qualification for the World Championship.
Our experience is very different from yours. I didn't feel nervous beforehand, and during the race, the start line, like your wave goes and everybody starts so fast. And we were like, remain calm, let everybody go. We were like, okay, we're gonna catch them up later. I think by the second station, we were top 3. And by the third station, we were first. And after the pool, I think we had a minute ahead of the second team. So like from there, it was more about managing, honestly. Since I was worried about the pro weights, I was like, I'm not going to push too hard so that I don't collapse by the end. And I'm just going to make sure whatever happens, I have 1 minute lead time over the second. I think our time was not that great because we were just basically managing the lead. So it was a pretty relaxed one for us. Okay, it's time for rapid fire questions. Singles or doubles?
Doubles.
Doubles.
It's doubles. Mixed doubles or same gender doubles?
Mixed doubles.
Mixed double.
Same gender. Favorite station?
Lunges.
Farmer carry.
Burpees. Least favorite station?
Sled pole.
Ball balls.
Wobble. Strength training or endurance training?
Endurance.
Endurance.
Strength. Long runs or interval training?
Long run.
Interval training.
Long runs, intervals are so hard. What's the most underrated aspect of HYROX training?
Compromised.
100% compromise.
I agree with you, but for general population, I'd say running. Mental focus or physical strength, which is more crucial in a race?
Physical strength.
Mental.
Mental toughness. Biggest mistake new racers make?
Going all out really quickly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which station needs the most strategy?
I would say sled, push and pull.
I'd say 100% wall balls. What's one underrated recovery tool?
Recovery run.
I thought you were gonna say beer.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's it for today's episode of The Pack Mentality. Please stay tuned, like, and subscribe. See you next week. Bye.